What's up, guys? Welcome in. My name is Mountaineer Paul, and you have landed once again here at Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. Really appreciate you guys for stopping in this afternoon. Before we get started, guys, if you could, like the video for me. Just move your finger a couple inches and like the video. And on our way to 1,000 subscribers, guys, if you don't mind, subscribe to the channel. It'd be greatly appreciated. And if you've already done that, drop a comment below. Let me know what you think about this situation with Kaden Prather as we move on to talk about just that. So, breaking news, if you didn't know, Kaden Prather has committed to a new school. And it's, of course, one of the biggest rivals for West Virginia University, that being Maryland. I have a lot of thoughts about this, but the first thing that came to mind was, okay, I'm not that mad about it. Could we use Kaden Prather next year? Sure, we could use him. Caught 50 balls, around 500-600 yards. He could call 3 touchdowns, something like that. 5 touchdowns, something like that. But there's better in the portal. It's out there to get. We just have to get it, right? And that's how I feel about this situation. I feel like Kaden Prather's not that big of a loss. I feel like he's going to do decent at Maryland. I don't feel like he's going to set the world on fire. I was never that high on Kaden Prather. After about week 5 of this year, once I seen what he could do in this offense, when given him full starting time and ability, would he get better from year to year? Sure. I'm sure he would. But I'm just not a big fan of his. Never have been. I don't think it's a big loss, guys. So when you scroll down your feed today and you see that Kaden Prather has entered the transfer portal, don't fret. There's better players in the portal. We just have to go get them. I've been talking to lots of players, guys. A former player that West Virginia was in contact with this past week that has decided to go a different route, and I were talking earlier, and he was telling me that NIL is not an issue. So NIL is not an issue. West Virginia is making appropriate offers to these kids. That's one big hurdle out of the way, right? So I feel like if we can get kids to our facility, we've got a chance to land them, right? So let's just hope that keeps happening. We got a big recruiting weekend coming up, the 6th to the 8th or the 4th to the 8th. Let's see what they do. Let's see what comes out of that. I'll be really interested to find out exactly who commits after this upcoming weekend. So let me know, guys, what do you guys think about Kaden Prather committing to an arch rival of the Mountaineers? Do you think that's okay because he's from the area? Do you feel like this is a stab in the back? I really would like to know. Personally, like I said, not a big deal, guys. Don't think it's a big deal at all. I think we're going to replace him and move on. We're going to be a run-heavy team next year. It's to be expected that some of these receivers are going to want to transfer out. Let's see what happens, guys. That's really all for today, guys. I just wanted to get this little bit of news out as we patiently wait the Jose Perez news, hoping he lands in the Mountaineer uniform and is able to stay. And the board that they've submitted this request to sees reality for what it is. Jose's got 2 teammates playing somewhere else. Let's hope and pray that he lands on the court with these Mountaineers this year, right? Okay, guys, really appreciate you guys for tuning in for that. Like I said, guys, drop a comment below. Let me know how you feel about the Kaden Prather situation. Do you feel like it's a big deal? Because I don't. Also, guys, like I said, if you're not subscribed to the channel, please do so for me. Really appreciate that. That's really all I got for this episode of Mountaineer Paul Talks Football. This episode is over. Mountaineer Paul is out.
This is for Cameron.